Hello, class. It's Saturday, February 3rd, and this is my Saturday morning conversation with the class. So I'm looking at your coding assignments. We have a number of students that sent their assignment in, but we have about half the class. Let me see. About half the class has not. So this is really important. I'm sorry that it's kind of dark here. I know. It's a dark day. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so it's very important that you do this assignment because you will fall behind. The way I designed the class is I walk you through that assignment. There's a video, and we just step by step. I tell you, here's the text, a little biography, and I tell you where to put your coding in. So it's not like that's easy. It just gets you not to be apprehensive about typing HTML coding. So I have 9 students that have not sent their Code 1 assignment. I'd like to see them by Sunday night. If you fall behind, it's going to get tougher and tougher, and you won't be able to catch up. And then when students finally get their webpage to me, which is very late, they expect me to grade it right away, and I'm like already moving along to other assignments. So it's really important that you take some time this weekend and do the coding assignment, follow my lecture. It's probably 15 minutes, so that's very important. And I think for the next 5 weeks, I'm looking at the assignments here, next 5 weeks is basically coding assignments. That's all it is, and all those are in lectures. I think our first discussion board posting is in the 3rd week, so you got a little bit of a reprieve there. You don't have to worry about discussion board posting. I've got all your introductions today. I think everybody sent them in. And I want to point out that those who do use Macs, you're going to find it much better to use Text Wrangler, which is a free editing program. You can type your coding in there, and it saves it automatically as an HTML file. TextEdit is okay, but you have to go into the preferences and ask it to recognize. I think you have to make some changes in preferences so that it does HTML. But you're gonna like Text Wrangler much better. Now, for those who have PCs, Notepad is really awesome. It's a really great simple program, but you got to go in the preferences there and select plain text, and you don't want it to save it as a text, and that allows you to type HTML coding. Now I have a link. I sent you a link on how to use TextEdit and Notepad for HTML, but look at the Notepad. A lot of times students are not sure how to do something, and I find when I go to YouTube and just type in how to do X, Y, and Z, somebody's going to be on there explaining that. So there is a number of YouTube videos on how to create HTML documents using Notepad. Notepad is really a good program that the PC has. So do that. I think there are a number of editing programs that are free, but they're like WYSIWYG programs. WYSIWYG is just an acronym for what you see is what you get, and you do not want to use that because that's kind of like cheating. You just type in a document and it does the coding for you. And we don't want you to do that. We want you to actually do straight HTML for the first 5 weeks to get a feel for what that is all about, what that language is like. And then just to review, make sure you send me your coding assignments. Number 1. By Sunday, I expect to see the second coding assignment by Thursday. I think it's the 7th or 8th. So this is my office hours on Saturdays, but I'm going to be doing a workshop in Newfield, Maine. So email if you have any questions. If you want to, I'm actually going to put a discussion forum on the 365 class that says, ask any questions. So if you have any questions there just about the class or coding, just put it there and I'll make sure to respond to it. And that way we can keep in touch. Don't be a stranger in this class. Don't just disappear. I'm going to remind you again, try not to fall behind. Please don't fall behind. It'll be hard to catch up, and it makes it harder for me to manage the class. I myself don't want to fall behind either, so I understand how difficult it is when you have multiple classes. I teach 2 classes, work full time, and writing a dissertation, so I and I do these workshops here and there, so I know how hard it is to when you get overwhelmed. So if you try to set some time aside, it gets a bit easier. So I will talk to you again next Saturday. Hope to hear from students if they have any questions, and those assignments that were due yesterday or on Thursday. Hope to see them by Sunday. So let's not fall behind. Okay. So have a good weekend.